Welcome, everyone. My name is Tammy. Thank you for joining me for our 1 hour yin class. Yin is a slower paced yoga, so we're able to check in with how we're feeling with our mind and physical sensations that are going on in our body. We'll begin on our mat. So if you're lying down right now, you can slowly start to come up. I'll just move over to my mat. Here's a bolster that you may have, a hard pillow that works great, a knee block. This is a chip block. You may have blocks or cushions that you would like to use also throughout the class. Also, a blanket works for knee support. So finding a comfortable position, you can sit on your blocks or you can sit with your legs crossed in front. Finding what's going to work for you. I like to sit on blocks, taking pressure off of my knees, sitting up nice and tall. You can draw the heels of your palms into the crease of your legs, relaxing through your shoulders. Let your eyes close here and start to turn inward, checking in with your mind, doing a head to toe check. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose, Ujjayi breath. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Keep working through this breath, seeing if you can hear your breath, feeling the breath come into the back of your throat. Opening up your eyes, roll back through the shoulders. Let the shoulders relax. Draw your right ear over to the right shoulder, the tip of the head. Draw the head up. Tip your ear over to the other side. Draw the head up. Draw the chin down gently towards the chest, just a little tip of the head. Draw your head up. Okay, lovely. Remove the blocks or pillows from beneath you and then set them just to the side, having all your props handy. As we move through our yoga class, you might notice a little bit of discomfort through some of the postures. Holding postures for longer periods of time, you might feel that discomfort in some of the tissues. So using your Ujjayi breath to help you to be able to be still. If you need to shift, of course, please do that. And then find that stillness again. Okay, making our way to child's pose. This child's pose, turning your knees out to the sides of the mat. Bring your big toes together. Sit back into your heels. fold forward, letting the forehead rest. Could be on your mat, could be on your hands, could be stacking your fists, letting the forehead rest, could be your block, could be a cushion. Whatever you're finding that's going to work for you. Let the arms come forward, opening up through our hips. Our intention for our class, for the class, is hip openers and lower back release. So notice your hips in this posture. Slowly making your way out of child's pose, coming to all fours. As we hold our postures for longer periods of time, you'll notice your body starting to soften. Here in all fours, rocking back and forth. And then come to seated. Bring your right leg in front, left leg comes behind. A little flex to both of your feet, sitting up nice and tall, relax through the shoulders. Here we'll add a pelvic tilt, so pressing your hip forward. Relax through the shoulders. And then nice big inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Draw the hip back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Again, that pelvic tilt. And then if you like, you can add the twist. Place your left hand onto the outside of your right knee. Sit up nice and tall. Add a rotation. The last part, turning your head. Relaxing through the shoulders. Notice the pelvic tilt. If you find any pinching in through the hip, please do a little shift, come out of the posture, set yourself up again, and then come back in and find that stillness. Use your breath, Ujjayi breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Expanding through your chest, expanding through your belly, feeling the rise and fall of your chest, your belly. Please go ahead and close your eyes. Gently making our way out of this posture and coming to the other side. Left foot, bringing it in front, right leg, bringing it back. Have slight flex to the feet here, sitting up nice and tall. Little pelvic tilt right now. Your shin bone of your left leg can be lined up with the edge of the mat. Little pelvic tilt, and then inhale, drawing up. Exhale, drawing down, sitting back into the hip. Inhale, drawing up. Exhale, drawing down. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, draw down. Now again, that pelvic tilt, push that hip forward, sit up nice and tall. Take your left hand, just the side here. You can tighten your fingers if you like. Pelvic tilt, add a rotation if you like. Place your right hand onto the outside of the knee. Sit up nice and tall. Add the rotation, your twist. Go ahead and close your eyes. Let your exhale breath help you to soften into stillness. Use your exhale breath to help you to feel that release. Slowly coming out of the twist. And bring your right leg in front. Windshield wiper your legs, sitting nice and tall. And then take your feet wider than the hips. And then windshield wiper to one side and then the other. Okay, if you have a nice hard pillow beside you, you can have it ready. You do not need a pillow though. Side lying posture here. So tuck yourself in close to your pillow. So tucking in nice and close with the side of your thigh. Or just, you don't need a pillow, of course, lying on your mat. Coming over top of your pillow, let the head rest. Bring your hands on each side of your pillow for your body. And then take the top leg, bring it behind. If your hamstrings are quite tight right now, you don't need to bring that leg that far back. And then the bottom leg, your left foot, place it on top of your knee, your thigh, just a little bit closer towards your knee. Let your body soften. If you would like to add one more piece to the side lying posture, you may turn your head to the other side. Use your breath to help you to hold this posture in stillness. Closing your eyes and let your body soften. Gently making your way out of the side lying twist and then coming up. To the other side, so setting yourself up. If you have a nice hard pillow, of course, go ahead and use it, or lying on your mat and just feeling the softness. Tuck yourself into your cushion, gently come down. And then here you want to take your top leg and then take it behind. So that would be your right leg, taking it behind, placing your left foot onto your knee. Finding what's comfortable for you. If you like, that last piece is the rotation through the upper body, letting your cheek rest on your pillow, your mat, opening up the arms a little bit more too if you like. Gently coming out of our side lying posture, coming up just on your own time. Having your cushion just on the side here and ready. Then we'll take our left foot into our groin at first. So take your left foot into your groin. I'm just going to move my cushion a little bit back. And then the right foot comes in front. You can also, if this is uncomfortable for your knees, you can also do a fold forward sitting on a chair or sitting on something higher. So sitting on top of a pillow so that your hips are higher than your hamstrings, and then that's going to take pressure off of your lower back with any folding forward postures. Okay, left and then right foot tucked into your groin. Have a cushion, if you like, in front to let the forehead rest. You can also have those elbows down on the cushion and then let the forehead rest to look like this. Finding what is going to work, of course, for you, but having the forehead rest is going to be able to help you to feel grounded. You can have your cushion on top of your feet too. Nice big inhale breath. Exhale breath, folding forward. We're opening up a little bit deeper into the hip here on the right side. So use your breath again to help you to ease into this posture. Gently coming out of this folded forward posture, switching legs. That comes into your groin at first. So the right leg, bringing it into the groin, then the left foot into the groin. Opening up through our hip on the left side. Setting yourself up, just take that time to do so. Let your exhale breath be a little bit longer than your inhale breath now. Notice how your hip starts to release onto the left side a little bit deeper. Nice big inhale breath. Exhale, gently folding. Just a little bit longer. Now slowly making your way out of the fold, coming up. Taking both of your legs forward when you're ready. Hands coming behind. Sitting up nice and tall. Legs wider than the hips. Heels down, toes up. Windshield wiper. Knees to each side. Slowly releasing. Okay, having our props just set to the side here. You may want to use a little bit of support for the knees, so a blanket. This knee block here, it's a chip block, works great for the knees. You also may want to roll up your mat so that there's a little bit more cushion. So finding what's going to work for you. Of course, anything that is going to be soft, that's going to support your knee. From here, we're moving into dragon. So tabletop first, all fours. Dragon was the first time I did dragon. I was not a fan because there was something about it that just made me feel sick, which it does because it's a hip opener. And so we hold so much in our hips. So making me feel a little bit sick, that was just part of the release. So notice yourself how you are feeling. Step forward with the right hand, left hand, and then take your right foot forward in between your hands. Now you can take your right foot a little bit more forward, and then here, supporting for the left knee. So find if you have a knee block or a blanket, you place it under that knee. You can have your toes down or the top of your foot down. Now scooch this back leg, your left leg back. Uncurl the toes if you like. Your right knee does not pass your toes here, and your knee points straight ahead. Holding this posture, relax your shoulders. Toes point straight ahead. So setting yourself up at first, relax your arms. And then let yourself be. Let your hips start to settle here, dropping through the hips. If you would like to add another part, your right hand would go onto the inside of your right foot. Left hand, the side. Then the next piece would be gecko. You can take your arms down and fold forward. Slowly starting to make your way out of dragon. Just the opposite way you came in. And slowly sitting back. And then take your right leg behind to tabletop. All fours. Little shift through our hips to the other side. Okay, I'm just going to turn my body so that you can see me this way. Okay, to the other side, step forward with the left foot. And then take your right leg back. You can scooch forward with your left foot, right leg back. Drop the hip down. Toes can uncurl the top of your foot down to your mat. Setting yourself up. Again, use the cushion or a blanket, something soft to protect that knee. And then let your hip sink down closer to the mat. Left knee is pointing straight ahead right now. Left toes point straight ahead. Right toes back, pointing straight back. If you'd like to do inside dragon, take your left hand to the inside of your left foot. You can hold here or you're coming down to your forearms. Let the head hang. Gently coming out of dragon. Toes down towards the ground if they are not. And then sitting back. Left toes can come up towards the sky. Release. Slowly come back to tabletop. And then little forward and back movement. And then back to child's pose. Child's pose, whichever version you would like, you can turn the knees out to the side of the mat, or your knees are forward. Uncurl the toes, sit back into the heels. Your arms could be forward or they could be back. Let the forehead rest. Finding what is going to work for you to help the forehead rest. Slowly make your way out of child's pose. Coming out. Sitting down on your bottom. Having a cushion, your bolster beside you. To caterpillar, taking our legs forward. Just turn this way. Taking our legs forward. Let your cushion rest on top of your legs. Sitting up nice and tall with a nice big inhale. Exhale, I should say first, take your cushion in towards your chest here, a little bit closer, and then fold forward, finding where it's going to work for you though, of course. Let the forehead rest or let the cheek rest, your right cheek rest on the mat. Your bolster. We are halfway, so you can turn your head in the opposite direction if you were resting your right cheek on your mat, your bolster, your cushion, whatever is working for you. So you can turn your head to the other side. Let the left cheek rest. Let your body soften. Hear your breath. Notice if there's a change in your breath. Are you able to breathe deeper? Slowly making your way out of caterpillar to swan. Take your legs behind. Come to all fours. Step forward with your right foot. So you can step forward with your hands first and then step forward with your right foot in between your hands. Turn the knee, I did this. Turn your right knee out to your right wrist. So let it sit, so let it come down to the ground here. Sorry, I should have come out of the posture and then do it again. Okay, so turning the right knee out to the right wrist, sitting down, and then come up, toes down towards the ground, and then moving into sleeping swan. So this is pigeon in many other types of yoga, hatha yoga. Fold forward. Let the forehead rest. You can let the forehead rest out on top of your hands, a block, a cushion. You can uncurl the toes and let the top of your foot rest. If this is uncomfortable for your knee, you can lie down on your back into figure four, cross your right foot over top of your left knee, wrap your hands around your left leg, and then hold. You can have your foot down too, and then hold. You can sit on a chair also. Fold forward with crossing your ankle over top of your left knee, and then fold forward. Finding what's going to work for you, and let yourself settle in the posture. Making our way out of swan, slowly, always coming out nice and slow to the other side. So setting yourself up, what it's going to work for you. You can lie down on your back, you can use your chair, all fours. Step forward with the right hand, left hand, step your left foot forward now, and then turn your knee out to your left wrist, and then sit down. Coming up, our hips are square. So coming up, our hips are square. Toes down towards the ground for those right toes to help keep the hips square. You can uncurl the toes if that's okay for you. I'm just going to turn my body so you can see me on this angle too. And then fold forward. Let the forehead rest. Slowly making your way out of swan. Take both legs in front. Windshield wiper. Give yourself a little squeeze. Wrap your arms around your legs. Let the forehead rest. Slowly release. From here to Shavasana now. Shavasana, you can lie on your side. You can lie on the back. You can have your legs up. A wall. Finding what's going to work for you. When you lie on your back, you can also have your legs in butterfly. Setting yourself up, we'll be in Shavasana for a little while. I'll just dim the lights. Let your eye sockets be heavy. Let your facial muscles relax. Lips part. Let yourself find softness. Let your lower back soften. Let your hips melt. Finding a gentleness with yourself. I will call you back when it is time. Slowly starting to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Noticing the surface you are lying on. A shift through your body. Gently making your way up to a comfortable seated position. So if you're lying on your back, you can bend your knees and bring your right arm up, and then roll over to your right side, and then make your way up to a comfortable seated position for yourself. Having again your hamstrings higher than your hips does help. Take off pressure. Lower back, knees. Placing your hands to your heart center. As we move through the rest of our week, take note of maybe any place in your body, could be your hips, where you're holding tightness, where maybe you're holding some stress. And then take a moment for yourself to find that release. Use your breath, inhaling and exhaling breath. Take a moment to notice your breath. Is it short? How can you increase it to help you find that release and that calm? Thank you, everyone, for joining me in our Yin Yoga class tonight. Namaste.